Oh, that's just the letter, right. Oh, I don't have a wibbly-wobbly check-up with what he said. Oh, it's almost like he already knows. Very suspicious.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I
Or he's got
ask
back
you
problems.
some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
Oh, are you making me do a weird, wibbly, testy thing? What?
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
Oh, I have to find out by weight, isn't it?
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable. Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Yes. So...
To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Why? All I need to do is find which is the only one that is the same weight as two others. Okay, so that's lighter. Oh, that's also lighter. That's lighter than the green. That's heavier again. Okay, that's heavier. So that's heavier than the red. So red goes there. And that's that order.
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
Well, it has to be the red one.
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
Donek.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir.
I wonder if you can pile them up and solve it that way, but I...
Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
You are... Oh, I thought he was British. Certainly by the sound of him, he's an American or Swiss. He is... Oh, he's the Valet. He could be 39. We'll try that.
I do not think
Is he
that's the
66
right
then?
answer. I must admit I'm not right this time.
Is he American? I don't think he's that. He did not sound American.
That's the right answer.
Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Night of the crime.
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after.
Oh, yeah, there's
I
an
went to
American time
bed
there.
around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room. Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate's snoring.
Are you a smoker?
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Is everyone going to be a smoker? Like, this is another problem with advancing it nearly 100 years. Smoking is not nearly as acceptable. Like, 100 years ago, I think... I don't want to say everyone, but a lot of people smoked. So this kind of thing wouldn't have been out of place. But, yeah. Was Ratchet a smoker?
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
What can you tell me about him?
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills
That
in.
doesn't make sense. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Okay, I don't like this one.
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say
With my
that?
mouth. Gun.
He received threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
I mean, as a lie, it's a bit rubbish. I mean, you could just say, well, you know, he always took them. So I'm in the habit of, whenever we're on a train journey, preparing his sleeping pills. Right, again, nothing in here. Okay, first class. Was there someone in here? And I just kind of walked in and then walked out. No, there wasn't. That's good. Oh, hello.
Finest of curling irons for the
Oh, this is my room. Wait, what?
Finest of curling irons. The mustache comb to tame unruly nuts.
I am confused. Is this my room then? Huh, around the world in 80 days. But I thought that was, that the medicine was next. Oh, this is the medicine. Right, okay, so this way, Madame Moudard.
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchet, was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes, you must.
American 60. Oh, she's definitely not a controller. Housewife?
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Almost like I've read the book. Right, the sink.
The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
Little wash bag then. Oh, I can't interact with it and just be like, oh, it's just a little wash bag. No, it says there's something here still. If I... Okay, it won't let me interact with that, but it's saying there's still stuff to interact with. No.
This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side.
Okay.
Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Why is it on the table? Okay, it's a golden moustache.
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted.
Right. Last night.
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. "Come in," I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
Okay. The connecting door then.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet.
It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive.
Okay, are you a smoker?
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Okay. Each embroidered and handkerchief. Ugh.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
I mean, who would use a handkerchief in 2023? Right, this button.
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to
A train employee.
a train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course, the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure.
Okay.
I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind,
Okay. I thought I had, which is why I was talking. Ah, we're now.
Let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door.
Well, I'm going to guess no.
This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletries.
Well, she did say hook on the door, so... Do I have the toiletries? Oh, right, yes, I see, I see. This is what this is for.
I can see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard.
Oh. Latch confrontation.
Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
Okay, you couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's the lie.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
The latch is still visible.
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying? It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her.
Oh, is there more, you're saying?
Thank you for your assistance, madame.
Oh, I am finished. Okay. Oh, the killer avoid Monsieur Michel. Alright. I have a new thing. Right, select 2 elements to help deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Monsieur Michel. Right, okay, well that makes sense. It's not between 1 and 2, and if the watch is broken at 1:15, the murderer was able to take advantage of Monsieur Michel's absence to escape without being seen at 1:15.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen.
That was easy.
So now... Oh. Oh, wow. Do I have to think about this? Intuition should allow you to draw your own conclusions. Is she a suspect? Well, she's clearly lied about the latch. I mean... I'm going to say yes.
This direction looks promising.
The problem is, I think everyone is a suspect. Is Monsieur Michel a suspect? Well, he's got access to all the doors. Although... the problem is... the watch. For that, I will leave that blank for a moment. Are you missing a button?
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Okay.